Wow. Hey, what's going on?
You know, there's probably like 8 guys who want to get in here right now, but because your RO stream and the nerds that support it have made it absolutely impossible to sign in multiple, and it's only by trying 4 times with my Google account I got through.
They made updates, and
Ah,
I don't even know what the hell's going on with. It's all goofy. These
they are
nerds, they got
they're
to keep
always
changing
improving,
things.
John. They're always improving.
These nerds. I was just telling Jack, I'm at that stage where I'm the old man yelling at the sky. I'm yelling at clouds.
Can you I
Well,
know your
it was
fear.
good. It was good. I figured it out. I knew how to use it for years. And these motherfuckers, oh, we got it. Oh, whatever. You
Well,
got to
no, but I
change it.
think there's
Change it
good
up.
news.
Make
There's
it cool. Put some more bells and whistles on it.
There's
That
good
I'm never
news for
gonna
you,
hear.
Fitch. You know what's that? You know what's going to destroy? The robot dogs. See, they're going to always try to improve the robot dogs, and the robot dogs just won't work because, Punjab decided, I want to improve the programming to get the blonde with the big boobies. I want to make the robot dog overlord walk funny, and then I get dick sucked. And then the robot, then he just falls over and keels over. And then we're safe, John, because Punjab didn't program it the right way.
Let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope.
And here Cappy
we're in
was.
trouble because I just saw another thing where there's like a handheld like pistol laser thing that you could shoot fire, and I was like, oh great, they're gonna put that on the robot dogs. They're gonna have laser
That's
eyes.
the Warhammer 40K shit.
I'm like, what the hell? I didn't know if it was real. I probably got scammed because I'm old and foolish. But yeah.
You're not that old, right?
I'm in my late 40s.
You're late
40s. I'm closing in on 100.
Damn. I thought you were early 40s, maybe late.
Yeah, I thought you were
30s.
late 30s, Fitch. Yeah.
Well, when we started, I was early 40s.
Yeah, I remember
Ew.
Jack was 15. Now he's 18 now.
Yeah,
Finally
he
got
got
the
it.
right to vote.
We watched him get his first
25.
pubes.
Yep. Have you kissed a girl yet, Jack?
Multiple.
Oh, wow.
Your mom says hi.
Hey. Did you and Rob tag teamer last night?
From the Lincoln chair. Yes.
What's the okay? Obviously, I don't know what the Lincoln chair is. Explain, Fitch. Listen, okay. So let me give you an explanation here, Fitch. I go on temporarily on their show last night. Him and Rob doing their pro gay show, and they're all giggling like sophomore middle school boys. He doesn't know what a Lincoln chair is. Do you know what a Lincoln chair is?
A Lincoln chair.
Thank you, Fitch. Thank you. You're from another adult. Thank you.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Like,
He's laughing like a 7th grader.
is that like the toilets that like they're next to each other and you
The
can
Lincoln
face
chair.
your spouse while you poop?
No, the Lincoln chair is that chair in every hotel room that stands in the corner.
Oh, okay. It's the cuck chair.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm out of the loop. I had no idea. All right.
Well, now you know.
Now
Now
I'm
you
great.
know.
I needed this bit of trivia. Now I'm a cultured man. Thank you, Jack.
Yes,
No,
now
it's,
you know that when we
uh,
make fun of you sitting
When
in
you
the
stay
Lincoln
there
chair.
with your lady, that's the sex chair.
Ah.
Although Cappy doesn't get the sex. His wife gets railed on the bed while he sits in the Lincoln chair.
She got railed by a midget and a giants, Rob and Jack, the two, the tallest and the shortest of the red pill community.
Duke's
Oh,
taller.
we got the legend here. Thor.
What's up, Thor?
Hey, how are you guys doing, man?
Good. You seem energetic today.
Oh, I'm on tons of drugs. Yeah, thanks, man. That's fact, by the way.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, getting ready for things. So, yeah.
So yeah, today is the Christmas special. We got Christmas coming up on what is it?
25th
Wednesday?
usually.
Wednesday, 25th usually, yeah. But then, unless the tech guys want to make it better and
Sure, they're going to improve it, right?
move it to the 26th or some shit. They're gonna have an extra special window.
We're going to improve Christmas this year by putting it on the 24th when everybody gets paid so everybody can spend their money on Christmas.
Well, yeah, I mean, Jesus gets one day a
Everybody
year.
just
I get one day a week, so that's good.
So we got the it's Christmas special, and I haven't really been keeping up with the gay ass internet because the internet's fake, gay, and retarded, and I'm just over it. And everything on my feed sucks. Like I don't want to have a bad attitude. Life is great. I have a great life and things are fun and happy and awesome. My girl's awesome. I'm having a baby.
You are?
What?
Man,
Congratulations!
really?
That's coming up in June, July. So that's awesome. But the internet really sucks. It sucks. Like I don't even find it entertaining anymore.
I know, right? I
Right?
know.
It's so what happened? It's like it used to be kind of like there was funny things going on.
I
And
think
now
the
it's just all
normies took over.
terrible.
I think the normies took over, and outrage became the currency.
Yeah.
The more outrageous you are, the more silly things you do, the more popular you're going to get. Now, it's kind of always been,
It's idiocracy,
yeah,
right?
like
the number one movie is a guy's ass farting,
Right.
right? That's where we're at right now. Yeah, normies suck.
Well, I even
Unremarkable dorks.
dorks. I'm kind of so I know how much, like many other people, no one's watching traditional media anymore. People aren't going to the theaters because that sucks. People aren't playing video games, and even the news. They noticed that everyone is going either to Twitter or YouTube. YouTube more for entertainment, Twitter for your news. And you guys are right. It's not so much the normies, and again, not a big Democrat, but everything is about short-term money. Where I've even started to see my feed, like my main form of entertainment is consuming podcasts and documentaries. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but in my feed, YouTube is just starting to tell me what I want to hear. It says, "Oh, you're libertarian right wing. We're only going to send you libertarian right wing things." And I'm like, no, because now I don't want a biased feed. Stop telling me what you think I want just because I select certain things. And and then if I don't know if you guys, how many podcasts, whatever you subscribe to, but I'm starting to look at the thumbnails of what no more than a year ago were some pretty cool and based podcasts. It's all shock. It's all comic book size font. Oh yeah, exactly, Fitch. It's always, I'm like, what happened? Look, I understand the motive to make money, and I have some good thumbnail game, but now I'm going online. I'm listening to the stuff I used to listen to about a year ago, and it's all bullshit. You know, whatever is in the title, it's only tangentially true to what they're saying in the video. It's kind of disheartening where, it's like, it's getting so bad. Kids are going to go outside and start playing with each other now.
It's all clickbait. It's all clickbait. 100% clickbait.
Somebody's going to build their kids a tank in the neighborhood.
I talked about this on my show recently. Like everything is about how many views and how much money did you make? That's what the baseline is. Nobody ever does anything of quality. It's not, I'm doing this because it's the best thing I can do. There's a huge difference. It's like, oh, well, I made money. Oh, well, I got this many views. Oh, I have this many followers. That is now the baseline of whether something's good or not. And I disagree. I disagree. Like sometimes, like you need to do something good just for the sake of doing something good. Like, you know, cathedrals weren't about views and making short-term money.
Yeah.
How much of it do you think, like, you know, we're Jack's the youngest one here, but you're still in your 30s. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but we had real jobs. The internet came along. It was a hobby. So we had a genuine hobby, intellectual interest in talking about whatever it is we wanted to talk about. So we had a content, we had some kind of material to discuss. And now, not to keep slamming on the millennials or the Zoomers, but you see these people who come into online media, content creators, just for the sole sake of content creation.
Yes.
They have nothing to offer. Like the redhead libertarian, of which I only know about her because of Nuke and Jack and everybody else. But I look at her and, okay, you're a hot redhead, but what the fuck what's your shtick? There is no shtick. There is no content. There is no expert subject matter. It's just tee-hee, Republicans, redhead, America, yay. And you're starting to see, like you're saying, Fitch, how much is your numbers? How much if it's like, but there's no core, there's no soul.
Like, so you're just of somebody who does online content. That's it. That's all you are.
Could we call it the Kardashianization of content creation, where it's just all about you and that's it? There's no core.
It's about the art of being famous for being famous.
Yes.
Yeah. That's empty. It's hollow.
Well, it is. It
Will
is.
it collapse, and when will it collapse? Or is it just the way it's going to be forever?
No,
Yeah.
it is going to be like this forever.
Yep.
It is. Since, well, you have two sorts of audiences. You've got your core audience and you have your fair weather audience. The fair weather audience comes and goes with what's hot and trending. And you got the core audience who come to you because they actually like you. Like Cappy has a very good, stable core audience.
I have a
Been with
very
him
loyal
for-
audience. Yes.
No, a very loyal
I
audience.
got about
Except
12
Dre. Fuck
guys.
that guy. Nobody likes Dre.
Yeah. Got about 12.
Nobody likes Drake, but you've also got like the guys and like let's say whatever podcast or whatever, or who takes on Keemstar would be a good example. It's like, what's hot this week, what's hot that week, and he gets new viewers every single video who are interested in that certain topic. But do you really think he has like that core audience who could tell you anything about him? Where it's like, oh, it's Keemstar, my favorite YouTuber. Where it's like, no, I just want to be updated on the latest gossip. When the gossip is no longer relevant to that certain person, they go away, but they will be replaced with somebody who is interested in that certain type of gossip. It's red oceans versus blue oceans. If I have explained that correctly, do I
You
make
did.
sense?
Yeah, you absolutely did. Can I interject in here real quick? Because I want to get back to Cabby's point. Having indignation and having this internet, the way, especially the social media you're talking about, even YouTube and TikTok, it has become an easy way to vent to your friends. You used to have coffee clatches and you'd talk about shit you'd never talk about with anybody else. And now you can do it publicly. So it gives somebody validation, external validation. And we do this in an environment that is extremely full of propaganda and algorithms. Back to Cappy's point, he said somebody might actually get sick of this and go out and build themselves a Sherman tank replica and have fun with the kids. Let me tell you something
Bulldozer.
about that. This was the beginning, because when I built that Sherman tank and the kids were
Bulldozer.
putting it around the neighborhood with all the kids having fun playing and not being on the internet, the next year, my county township became an incorporated town. Now you have to have a permit to put a playground on, and you have to have a special permit for a portable playground. So now that would have
Nerds.
stopped building anything like that. They're stopping
Nerds
kids
and
from playing.
bureaucracy.
Why do they do that? That's here in California, so it's going around everywhere. I'd rather have you docile and on the internet seeking validation rather than looking to train yourself for self-validation, where when you start to become more independent and you discover things on your own, that kind of validation is just not replaceable. It's not as easy as getting on the internet and saying, Cappy, I'm so sad. I wasn't frugal. I spent my money. The millennials said that it would be okay because they were going to take care of me with a stimulus.
Well, Fitch, I was going to ask you because how old are your kids now? I mean, are they still kids? Are they more teenagers or what?
No, like 12 and 10. So the
Okay,
10-year-old's
so they're
still a
still
bunch of
kids.
kid, but the 12-year-old, he's seventh grade. He's man, I was wrestling around with him yesterday. He's starting to get strong. Like, I can feel it. I can feel the little man in him. It's pretty cool.
But my question is, so you've been pretty on your kids to make sure they're not brainwashed on you watch what they consume and you say, hey, get outside and play.
Yeah.
Are your kids excited about Christmas? Are they looking forward to it?
Yeah, they're looking forward to Christmas. It's gonna be a little bit different this year because like they are though, like I only get them half the time, so they have so many outside people around them. So there is video games, there is YouTube reels, there is a lot of that around. So like that's just kind of like what all the kids are doing, I think in the new year we're gonna make some new rules around screen time and stuff like that. And I think because I don't like it out here. I don't like leaving my house.
Like me.
John, I gotta deal with
you
California.
are in your 40s. Yeah.
Like I gotta deal with California. It's like I was talking about to Jack before the show started. Like just this is the worst drivers in the world live in the Bay Area. Right? Everybody on the road is the most important person on the road. It's like every single person drives like a BMW driver. And then the BMW drivers are twice as bad. It's terrible.
It depends on where you're at. You're right.
So we end up being in the house a lot and there's not a ton of stuff to do. My girl, she got this awesome book, something board or whatever, but it's a bunch of games to play. So like we've been playing games. We'll play games with dinner and stuff, and it's fun. Like we had to act out songs. You got to think of a song and then try to make charades so people could get
Yeah.
what the song was. That was awesome. The kids loved it. Little things like that help a lot. But it is a battle, you know. I was, you know, talking with my oldest son. He's telling me a lot of stories and a lot of things, and then I know he's just telling me about the reels he watched, you know. And I'm like, hey, do you got anything to talk about that isn't from the internet? And he's like, Dad, everything's on the internet. I'm just like,
What? But do you guys not to pigeonhole you or anything? But do you guys live in a place where they can hop on their bikes and go bike to a forest or go bike to
I
a
don't
construction site or something?
I don't trust it. I don't trust it because we got 200 yards away. There's homeless camp.
Oh, okay.
You know, like I've literally found a bag of drugs on the ground out on my sidewalk. Like I had my neighbor was getting chased by a homeless guy who was stealing packages because the guy confronted the package thief and the guy chased him back into my neighborhood, and I
Whoa.
had to foot
Darn.
sweep him and drag him to the sidewalk by his ankles.
When do you get arrested as a
Damn.
Daniel Penny? What?
Well, Cappy, when I was a kid, we could take the 22 out with us.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to get
So,
at.
so
is-
that's one of the things we do have. I have a little electric go-kart so they can go up our back alley and drive that around. That's something they can do.
Nice.
They have BB guns, so open up the garage door and we'll set up stuff for them to shoot. You know, set up glass bottles and whatever, just so I can. It's fun to break stuff and shoot it. And, you know, just sweep it up and throw it away. But yeah, like we do a little bit of things like that, but it's not the same as like, well, I had like 15, 20 acres of woods to go explore by myself when I was their age, you know. It was a different experience.
It's kind of like dogs, where New York is not a place for dogs.
Yeah.
You can't have a dog in an apartment and going forward. I mean, no one bats 1,000, but in hindsight, you know, before you start a family, I think that's pretty critical, where at least you get an exploration component where you could hop on your bike and maybe you're only going 3 miles away, but to you as a 10-year-old boy, that's 10 counties over, and you might run into some wild Indians or something like that.
Like the big thing we've done recently is I got my this school year I got my kid, my oldest, a phone. He got a flip phone. He got a Nokia.
Nice.
So that he can text me. So now he's got permission to walk from school to home, and he can escort his brother. Like I've worked it out with the school or whatever. So like he's got a little bit of freedom, you know. So like I give him a little bit of responsibility. He's got to take care of his brother. He's got the phone. So like he's got to be a little bit more grown up. And it's good. I think it's a really, really good thing for him, but it's a 5-minute walk. You know, there's not a ton of stuff going on for him to get into, but I just don't trust. I don't trust the area. I don't trust. There's homeless people around. Like I've walked them myself from school, and there's been like crazy homeless people like walking on the sidewalk that me and the dog had to like walk in front of and scare off. And I remember one day there's this crazy dude who stopped in front of like the traffic, and he was just like acting weird in the way before and you know, people are scared. They're like, what do we do? Like they won't even honk their horn at him. So I'm like, all right, move out, boys. And I walk at him, like make eye contact with the 130-pound dog, and the guy like sees me and turns around and scuttles off like a little cockroach.
That's good.
Speaking of homeless degenerates,
Hey, Paul.
Hey, look
All
at
right.
Paul's
What's up, guys?
degenerate homeless people named Paul.
Thank you. That's
Hi,
me.
Paul.
Both of them.
Got my
Hey,
degenerate,
John.
Flannel on.
John, you're raising boys too. I think we talked about this, but you know, one of the things, it seems as though as parents, we do relegate a lot of this internet to allowing them to be entertained and to seek validation with it. When my boys were coming up, I would do something called Adventure Quest, or you guys know scavenger hunt. So I'd scout an area and hide things, right? They'd have to find parts or build something or even get a valve for me. And things like that really changed their mentality and for the better. And then when the internet came on, we did something called LAN parties. Did you guys know what that was? That way we could still stay engaged. I think you could still do something similar, right? If you had to be on the internet. I just saying a couple suggestions there for engagement when you have multiple kids, you know. I'd have the 3
Yeah.
boys, the daughter, and
That-
then they'd have 5 different kids, and everybody'd haul their computers over, you know.
That scavenger hunt, that's a great so my parents, like I would go back Indiana all the time and sometimes drop the kids off with the parents and let them have them for a bit. They live on a lake and they did a scavenger hunt pirate thing, right? So they took the boat out, they had their
That's
pirate
cool.
hats. They have a lake community where they're all friends with all the people on the lake, and they like buried treasure in different people's little beaches. So they like would go from one place, find the map and the clue, and they'd have to go to another place. And that's
Yeah.
that was something pretty cool my parents did for them way back.
And now you've got GPS. You can have them dig stuff up. You can build puzzles for them to, you know, if you want them to gain mechanical skills, they can't pass the next step till they build something. So it's all up to you, but it's a really fun way to engage if you do have children and their friends. Get them away from the internet. Or you can just sit around and complain on TikTok.
A big thing is they're old enough now to work out, so we lift.
Well, they got to earn that Christmas dinner.
Yeah, we go in
Right.
the gym, we lift together. I take them through lifts. I've been doing a lot of jiu-jitsu right now because it's winter time.
Yeah.
And I got them signed up for a tournament in January, so we're in training mode. Every once in a while, instead of taking them to jiu-jitsu class, we'll go out in the garage and I'll show them stuff. I'll teach them something, because when I teach my fitness class, I'm watching them do their jiu-jitsu class. And I'm like,
Fitch, you got any
you guys
tips
gotta
for
do
me
that
for
better.
taking Paul Benjamin after he showed me those horrible videos?
Uh-oh.
I got to lay down the law of that man.
I should-
no.
I
I
posted
don't
some-
want to die. I don't
I
want to
posted
die.
some fat rapper, and he had to see it. Some
God damn
fat
it,
female
Paul.
rapper, ratchet.
I was like, it was
ratchet ass.
horrible. It was horrible. But how have you been, man? It's been a while.
I've been good. Yeah, been really good. Yeah, my kid's been doing good, like, since we're talking about it. And I think the key is just keeping them off the fucking internet, man. Like, I think you just keep him off the internet. Everything's fine. Like, he's like active in his thing that he does. He's in like color guard and band, and he's like, which is like a whole thing. They do that all year round. It's his thing, not necessarily wasn't my thing growing up, but it doesn't matter. It's like he's active. He's not stuck on a screen. He has good social circles. He's doing good in school. He's young. He's like 14, but he wants to start a job, somewhere, like, which I'm not necessarily saying he has to go work, but he wants to, just because of, there's a place where he could go work where he could bake stuff, like, and be like in the kitchen and learn like culinary stuff.
How old is he now?
14. So
14.
yeah, and he's not into he's not into the things I'm into, which is totally okay, right? Like, as long as he's into something and it's not fucking stupid and that he's, being active, getting out there and having social circles. I just think that, I think you're winning as a parent if your kid is off the internet and having social circles and not failing completely in school. I think we're
both watching anime stuff where all the girls have huge boobs. So I'm doing
Nice. Perfect. You doing
That's
that for
good, too.
Christmas?
That's good too.
Sounds like the greatest Christmas ever.
Hey,
Big old
you
baby
guys-
anime girls.
You guys ever do anything special for Christmas with
Work.
kids? I'd love to hear what you guys do with kids and with family. I going back to that scavenger hunt one year on Christmas, I went up on the roof and put one of the bikes up there, and then I staged ladders, and then I staged a rope with a grappling hook to bring down the keys. So I had all these notes placed everywhere, and there was no presents around, so they had to pick the notes off the tree just to be different one year. That went over real good because they talk about it every year to this day.
Yeah, because Thor, not only do you love your kids, but you went that added extra distance to, like, I'm going to make them a tank. Here's a clever thing. Like, how long did it take you to come up with that scheme? The investment. I say, oh, look at this clever thing our father did. He must love us tremendously. They're just like, kids. But I wish there was something like, we watched the Charlie Brown special. I got fucking sweaters and socks because my parents were piss poor dumbass Lutherans. And then it went back to, oh, Jesus, he's the best thing ever. So I don't know. Did you guys have anything fun like what Thor did with his kids? No, we were all Lutherans apparently. Okay, good talk.
No,
I
no. Well,
replaced the tree with a Charlie Brown tree one year just to mess with them.
so
the little one with one ornament on it.
Yeah.
I do the put cookies out for Santa thing. Obviously, everybody does that. Then I eat them, right? Of course, obviously, as you can tell, I eat them. And then, but like one thing I did was a little different. Was when he was really little, I used to while he was still sleeping, I'd put a trail of eggs for Easter Bunny stuff, right?
Yeah.
I put a trail of eggs like going around the house, and then I'd wake him up and I'd be like, Easter Bunny's here. He's running. He just left the room. He's running out of here. He'd be like, oh shit. He's running around. He's picking up. Got to pick up the eggs and go get him. Go get him. He's like 4 or 5, running around trying to find the Easter Bunny, trying to catch him. That was fun.
Yeah, so much better than TikTok. That's great.
Yeah,
Right.
we had Grandpa Bunny. Our grandpa come visit. And he's like, oh, I saw Grandpa Bunny. And we're like, oh boy. And Grandpa Bunny was this bunny. There's actually a Disney book written about it. We thought Grandpa Bunny was real. And he was always by like a water or stream. And so we go out there, and Grandpa Bunny was very shy, but he'd always drop candy if we spooked him. And so he'd point over there, like, oh, there he went. He went behind the bush. And then when we weren't looking, he tossed candy behind us. He says, look, he dropped some candy. We're like, oh, Grandpa Bunny. So we never got to see Grandpa Bunny, but we got the free candy. And dude, I'll never fucking forget that. Never forget that.
That's an awesome story.
Yeah.
And then he touched you in the wrong place.
Oh, for Christ's sake, Jack, stop banging my woman.
That actually works, Cappy. Even club. That's a new club game. You can drop candy. Lollipops.
Drug reference?
Get a white little van. Just go drive to the club. It's like, you want some candy?
How quickly did we degrade? How quick did we go from a cherished childhood memory to a van with kidnapping?
Sorry.
God almighty.
It was the candy.
Uncle Bunny.
I think every parent should have their kid kidnapped once in a van just to teach them not to talk to strangers. You know what I mean?
The show is about actionable information.
It's actionable right here.
That's funny.
Paul,
What
you
are
gotta-
the Christmas movies that everybody is?
The Muppets Christmas special.
Muppets. I haven't seen.
That's a good one.
My go-to is Scrooge. It's my all-time favorite Christmas movie.
I got paid to review that.
My
That is-
favorite. It may be my favorite movie ever.
Lethal
Fitch is
Weapon.
one of my
Lethal
favorite.
Weapon's my favorite.
Lethal
Die
Weapon.
Hard.
It's good. Die Hard. Yeah, I watched Die Hard last week. It's great. Die Hard's great.
Oh,
But
shit,
like,
that
I don't know,
reminds me.
man.
I like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Bill Murray just gets me.
Dude, Christy Brinkley in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Total spank bank when I was a kid, man. Whoa, dude. Boy, did I like that chick.
What was her
I
name?
forgot how old I was. I don't even know.
Yeah, that's a good one. Christmas Vacation. I need to.
Yeah, I was
Make
like
the
10
boys
years
watch
old.
that
I'm
with
like,
me.
that's.
I didn't
know I'm
realize
interested in
it
girls now.
until
What the fuck is this?
the other day. But Rambo is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I heard about that. There's a Christmas tree in the
Rambo,
background
First
somewhere
Blood,
in the
yeah.
office.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas
yeah.
movie. I was trying to get my boys to watch it with me yesterday, but they're like, "It's not a Christmas movie."
I think as far as actual Christmas movies, A Christmas Story is my favorite with the Red Ryder
Oh, I
BB
like that
gun.
one too.
Yeah.
I haven't.
solid.
I've seen all of
The
those. There's
Dad.
one I haven't seen that I heard was so good, and I looked at the summary. It might be up there, and I have to mention It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Right.
yeah,
That's
that's
so
great. I love the
nice.
classic ones, dude.
Well, like if we're going classics, White Christmas, Bing Crosby.
Okay.
Really?
It's
I haven't
it's
seen that.
heartwarming.
I'm not a musical guy.
Oh, it's wonderful. Like just thin women who dance and are athletic and
Well, okay,
Is it
that's
something to be
the
around?
I'm
product
just,
of
I'm
the
just
era. not
flabbergasted
the
that
disease.
a
just the
time machine.
badass like MMA fighter is like, oh yeah, Bing Crosby.
Bing
It
Crosby,
warms the
White
cock.
Christmas.
Miracle on
heart.
34th Street.
Sisters. Oh, it's great.
I
Wonderful.
thought for a modern movie, I kind of thought The Northman was pretty good for a Christmas movie.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
see
Oh,
it.
there
I
you
didn't
are.
like the North.
I mean, it might be an
I don't know if I've seen
anti-Christmas
it.
movie. It's the retelling of Hamlet, the latest one. It's very bloody.
Oh, that's right. I did watch that. It was good.
I like Scrooge with Bill Murray. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Scrooge.
Okay,
Yeah,
I have a
Scrooge
question.
Taylor.
Please, Jack and John, explain this to me. Someone paid me to review that movie. I found it horrible. Why is
Really?
that so? Why? It's not that good. What am I missing?
I
I
love
don't know
Bill
why.
Murray.
I don't know why you
It's
feel
the
like
whole-
that
it's
way.
the whole-
What didn't you
because-
like about it? That's the question.
Oh, hold up.
Not to
On.
like about it.
This comes from the same man who did not like Berserk. So that's all I'll say.
I like
I
Berserk.
haven't
seen
It just
Berserk,
wasn't
though.
that good.
I'm saying, so no, like, because you get it, like, there's choices, there's hard choices you have to make when you're trying to do something big and successful, and you're trying to get somewhere. Like, and he had to make choices along the way. You know, he's playing the dog, right? He's got the fucking dog hat on. He's doing the stupid shit because he wants to climb the ranks, right? He had an asshole dad, and he just identified with TV, and he's just trying to make the right choices to live his life, the best life. And like, I was thinking that last night, I was like, because that was like one of the past things that he saw was him blowing off his girlfriend at the time,
This is way
because
deeper than
the
mine,
the
though.
owner of the company, the owner of the production whatever studio invited him to dinner, and he's like, well, we have dinner with our friends, our best friends, and we planned it for a month. And I'm thinking to myself, I was like, hey, like, if they're your best friends, they're gonna understand, like,
Yeah.
hey man, the owner of the company, you know, this huge guy, is this billionaire, invited me to go to dinner. I'm sorry that we can hang out tomorrow, or maybe after dinner I'll come by,
Yeah.
you know, because with dinner is going to be a few hours, right?
Mm.
Like, they didn't understand. I thought he was in the right in that.
Yeah,
that sense.
it's like
And
the
they
movie.
should've-
The
they
movie
should've dealt with it.
demonizes the man for working on his purpose. You know,
Yeah,
like this, he's
yes.
a man on a mission, and he's demonized for it, not giving up everything for his girlfriend's bullshit.
But he also
which
goes
if he
a little
did,
too, he
if
goes
he
a little
did,
too hard.
That
in
is the
being an
red pill
asshole, too,
analysis
though.
of that. Of
Right,
the-
like,
if
like
he had
makes-
done that, if he had given in, she would have lost respect for him, and he would have lost her eventually anyway.
and he probably wouldn't have ever moved up from being the dog in the costume.
And then no
You
peen
know?
touched, right?
Yes.
no
Oh,
peen
but-
touch.
And then-
And that's the most important
That is-
message this holiday season.
Get
Yeah,
your peen
is you want
touched.
to get your peen touched by telling.
And he
your
also
fuck
he
off.
also went real hard into the asshole aspect of it, because he's like making a commercial for his Scrooged movie that's like got guns and acid rain, and an old lady sees it and
did.
dies, and he's like, yes,
You can't buy publicity.
you can't
like
buy
that.
publicity like this.
So you're saying
Amazing.
because it was more realistic and an updated modern version to issues modern generations would probably have, like, oh, I gotta
Yeah, and
work.
Bill Murray, just
Mi-
I just
mine's
cannot
much simpler
not
than
laugh
that.
at Bill Murray. He is hilarious. He
No,
kills
That's
me
my
every time.
analysis. I just like Bill Murray, and I think he's fucking funny.
Yeah.
I was like 11
Well,
when
like,
I saw it. and I
like
just
the
think it's
censors
hilarious.
on set, and like she's like, "Oh, I can't allow this costume. You can see her nipples, and you can clearly see the lady's nipples popping out from the thing." And there's two handymen standing there, and they're like, "You can hardly see them nipples."
Yeah, I like nipples. I'm very
It's
pro
like,
nipple.
"See, and
yeah.
these guys are really looking.
It's just, Bill Murray is funny, dude. That was the only.
It's
That was
just
the reason I
funny.
like.
It was Bill
And I was-
Murray. That was it.
That's
Bill
it.
Murray. And then
That's
like
it.
the guy asks him for hey man, can you give me $2 to heat my place? And he's like, oh no, maybe you should get it inside. I don't have any money. And then the guy dies later. He freezes to death.
Yeah,
Right. Like there's some heartstrings getting pulled.
yeah.
There is
Good.
definitely.
It's good.
It's a good movie, bro. I don't know what happened.
No,
The little,
I-
the little, the little kid,
I'm
the little
surprised
kid
you
who
didn't
doesn't talk
Bill
because he
Murray has
watched
that-
his dad
That's
get
kind of a
murdered.
cappy attitude about everything.
Right.
Hey, I got a movie, and Thor. I want to know if you've seen this movie. Have you seen Violent Night?
I have not seen Violent Night
I've
yet.
heard
I've
about it.
just
Oh my
seen
God,
the poster.
Thor! This is right up your alley because it's Santa was a Viking warrior.
Yeah.
He was a Viking warrior that he became Santa over time, and then now he's got to fight these terrorists, and he goes berserker mode on these guys. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
I saw a trailer and it's been on my list and I just forgot. And that'll go right back on there. Thank you.
What is
you
it called?
Violent Night.
Violent Night.
Violent Night.
Have you guys ever seen Krampus or Bad Santa?
Bad
or-
Bad
Santa.
Bad Santa's funny.
That's Santa.
Yeah, Bad Santa's funny. Oh, God, what else? Krampus was pretty good with like the family locked in the home and all of a sudden they're disappearing, and that was brutal. Oh man, what else?
That's
Again,
like
Muppets-
normal Christmas season in the Netherlands, though, isn't it?
yeah,
Jack?
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially with all the people of unknown origins coming in, every Christmas is just hope all of your family arrives. not
Yeah.
getting hit by a truck of peas at a Christmas market. But
I took the boys to watch Red One.
Oh,
was it fun with the Rock?
It was pretty good, even though
Was it?
it was The
Okay.
Rock. It was still pretty funny. Chris
I
Evans was
don't know
in it.
why, but usually when I see the Rock, I'm kind of like, never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
people
got to the
really
point. I
liked
don't know
him.
what it was. The Rock was kind of fun at first, but now it's kind of like, The Rock.
is he overplayed? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It really depends on the role.
For me, it's a little different, right? He got into bed with the UFC, and they were making all the fighters wear his stupid Rock shoe. And they had some shoe, and the fighters weren't getting cut in on anything, but they were being forced to advertise his fucking shoe. And I was like, "Fuck you."
That's
like-
messed up. It really depends on the role. Like when he does sort of gay ass roles, like the Tooth Fairy. Like, get out of here, get out of here.
Yeah.
Stop
That one's
Yeah.
Vin Diesel, though. But I know what you mean. Like the Rock himself is guilty of those things too, where it's like this hyper masculine guy in a feminine role, where it's like,
That's kind of where it is. He's there's some bad.
Now the Rock was in
woke-
Tooth Fairy.
slightly woke movies that he
Ah, that
seems
was
to
it.
be.
Yeah, yeah.
Then who was Vin Diesel? Was that?
Vin Diesel probably did a stupid
Vin
movie like
Diesel.
that.
Yeah.
I thought Vin
What-
Yeah,
Diesel
they're
was
called the
Tooth
Fast and
Fairy
the
one, though.
Furious.
Is that right? Yeah,
Can't remember.
Fast and the Furious sucks.
Oh, he was in the pacifier.
Vin Diesel's
Oh,
best
okay.
role was the voice of Groot.
True.
It was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah.
He nailed that one.
am Groot.
And that was it. Man, like I said, Muppets Christmas Special to Michael Caine in that, and
Michael
was-
Caine's pretty
Oh,
great.
I guess Dwayne. It is Dwayne Johnson in Tooth Fairy. I just looked it up.
Hey,
Yeah.
if
That's shit that I'll never
a-
watch, though. You know what I mean? Like I'll never watch that fucking movie.
Secretly, Paul has all his DVDs in the background somewhere behind all the
For some
Yeah,
reason, I
Steel
still have
Magnolias.
Yeah.
The way they were.
Oh, I mean, you're getting up there in age.
Those
I
guys
get
like
everything
Vin
on
Diesel.
DVD. Yeah, beta
Still
max.
has VHSs.
You guys
Everything's
know-
still VHS.
What about Vin Diesel?
Well, my brother's in the industry, my younger brother, and I'll just mention it once. He was a famous child actor, so he's been in and around. A lot of these guys, Arnold, Vin Diesel, all that stuff, they're very masculine, and in real life, they're very usually personable and have charisma, so it works to get them work. And as their popularity starts to wane, they really use the money against them, and they're in that woke Hollywood. You know, you got to do something
Yeah.
controversial, so they like to push them into
That's why
that
I'm a
kind of gayish thing.
I'm a
too.
big fan of Chris Pratt.
Yep.
Mm.
I mean, Vin Diesel's
Chris
stuff
Pratt,
with Riddick, he held on to
He's
that
never
for a
done
long
anything
time,
gay
and then he cheated.
Yet.
Yeah.
yet.
Yet.
I don't think he will though. He married Schwarzenegger's daughter.
Oh yeah.
He lives out in the country, raises sheep and stuff.
He's got pretty strong conservative values too. So
Yes, but he keeps his head down so he doesn't get attacked.
Yeah, that's hard
yeah.
because you don't make as much money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also love him because of the whatever show he was in. Was that
Parks and Rec?
Parks and Rec? Yeah.
Mhm.
There was that was staged. That was supposed to be in Indiana. Parks and
Oh.
Rec. That show took place in Indiana, and I know guys who were like him. That
Yeah?
character.
Have you guys seen Fat Man?
I think I
Fat
did.
Man.
With
I
it's the
see him
one.
every day here in the Bay Area.
No, no, it's the Mel Gibson movie where he's Santa.
Yes, I
That one's
saw
good.
that.
That one's good because
Mel
it's like,
Gibson films lately are pretty fucking brutal.
yeah. So that one is kind of similar to Violent Night. This drug dealing kid doesn't get what he wants for Christmas, so he puts a hit out on Santa, and they refer to him as the Fat Man. Like, we want
That's
you to take
right.
out the
I
Fat
did
Man.
see that.
Yeah,
I did see that.
and it's really good. Yeah, and then he's not like an overweight guy, you know. He's Mel Gibson, but yeah, he's a tough SOB in that movie. And
Yeah.
Man, I
Yeah.
remember.
I don't know
that.
how I stumbled upon that once, and that was really good.
Same as did you guys see that other Mel Gibson movie about what was it? Like it was about Mexican drug cartels. Oh, what was
Get
it?
the Gringo?
No.
that was pretty good.
No, Mel Gibson. Let me look this up real quick. It was such a good movie. Film. Well, where are you? It was in the last 5 years. Last 5 years that got released. Come on.
You
I
know who Mel Gibson was in the Continental? Did you guys watch that series on?
No.
Oh, do you like John Wick?
Yeah, of course.
So it's in the John Wick universe. It was on Peacock. It was a mini series, and Mel Gibson played the original proprietor of the Continental Hotel before what's his
Winston
name?
took it over.
Before he took it over. And so it takes place in the 70s, and it is so good. It is really good. I highly
On the
recommend it.
Line was also pretty good. I don't know if you guys see that, where he plays a radio host, and they pull this horrible prank on him, and it completely goes it goes completely wrong. A very good thriller. Oh no, it was 2016. It's called Bloodfather by Mel Gibson. His daughter gets kidnapped by a Mexican cartel, and then he needs to wreak havoc upon Mexico. That was so.
That sounds like Man on Fire.
Yeah, but it's with Mel Gibson.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I
I've seen
suppose.
that
Yeah,
one.
let's repeat
Yeah,
that.
Mel-
Okay.
Mel Gibson's. Somebody was telling me that his father was like a big conspiracy theory like radio host in Australia
Nice.
back in the
That's
day.
pretty cool. I mean, Mel Gibson's pretty based.
I think so.
He
I think
was
he's extremely
blacklisted
based.
in Hollywood for a while.
Yeah, because he went on that. He got on that drunken rampage talking about the Jays.
And something about his ex-wife and stuff like that. And you can't insult the Whammon. You can't.
No.
Whammon and the Jays. It's too straight.
I'm waiting for I don't like it, but where else are you going to find some real actors? I am looking forward to the new Lethal Weapon.
You are?
Yeah,
there another
I know
one?
it's
Number
digging at the
5
bottom
or
of the
6?
barrel, but yeah, look, Mel Gibson should have been in the remake, or not the remake, but the whatever sequel to Mad Max. Like, show us old Mad Max. He's still got a lot of potential, because what are we gonna do? Fucking watch, I don't know, one of these limp-wristed actors who play Spider-Man every 3 years? I don't, show him. Really, he's probably one of the most masculine guys who could still pull it off.
Guys, in
Yeah,
the
it's like the
field are
new generation. What Tom Hardy or
Tom Hardy's our age.
but then the new age. Who's the Tom Holland? That's the guy.
Tom Holland, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
He's more my
the new
age.
masculine. That's the new masculine. Like
His
guy.
girl looks more like a man than he does.
I think she might be. They might be pushing. That's part of the trans agenda.
And guys in the chat are mentioning Dragged Across Concrete. That film is also very good. Like Mel Gibson films, go look them up. They're pretty like action paced for no other reason than it's awesome.
Payback is a good one. I think that's one of his best.
Payback's one of my favorites, dude. That is a good
Phenomenal.
one.
I
Yeah.
met Mel Gibson when he was filming that in Chicago.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Was it cool?
I mean, we weren't formally introduced. We're on the same dance floor. He is short, and he is the world's worst dancer. But I've never seen a guy having so much fun and be so friendly with his, because people know who he is. He was very friendly. Like, his bodyguards weren't blocking him off or anything, but just a very friendly guy. But that guy cannot dance to save his life.
I
Good for
saw a
him.
video of him. Somebody had a flat tire, and he stopped to help the guy change the flat tire. And the guy's like, "What are you doing? Why are you helping?" He filmed it. He's like, "It was some Mexican guy." He's like, "This is Mel Gibson." He's like, why did you stop?" He's like, "Well, you needed help." I was like, "That's the coolest thing ever."
It's
Seems like a
cool when
good guy.
celebrities. It's cool when celebrities do stuff like that. What's his name? Harrison Ford. Like, in his spare time, he rescues people off mountaintops in his helicopter.
Dude, Harrison Ford's a G, man. Like, I really admire
That's
that guy.
crazy.
He got out of Hollywood, went to fucking Wyoming. My mom met him in Wyoming on accident. When my little brother is
Hey,
running
is your
around
mom
hardcore
running off
store.
with Harrison Ford and ditching me? What's happening here, Paul?
I don't know, man. I think
That's
I
funny.
think she's her second boyfriend is she's cheating on you with Harrison.
God
She's
damn.
got the husband, the provider guy, whatever. You know how these women are. So
Ratchet
know, man.
all around.
she'll like
Just
to pick
lining
those
up her
boyfriends
options.
against her.
Wow.
Cappy, you can be as cool as Harrison Ford walking up to Paul's mom and be like, "Never tell me the odds." You can't do that, man. I'm sorry, Cappy. Harrison's got this in the bag.
I don't know. Cappy does good hikes though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, let me tell you how
Listen.
impressive that is with the woman folk. Let
Hey,
me tell you-
Nancy, you want to go for a walk? We're gonna power walk. All
when
the
you
way
when you
up
go
the
when you go to a woman, like, let's say you want to impress a girl and take her on a hiking date, like, hey, do you want to show up by yourself in the middle of the wilderness and hike further into the wilderness where there's very few people? Hiking is not a good first date.
with a
Oh, it's
man you
great first
barely
date.
know.
Exactly.
Have I ever
Bring
told you guys
rope.
my
Yeah,
Pocahontas
just,
story?
Bring
stick
rope,
with the
lube,
coffee.
tie him to a tree. No one
Duct
can
tape.
hear. it's a great first date for me.
No, it's a good last date. I just
Essentially,
watched
of
one of
course.
these crime dramas. My girl likes the crime dramas,
You guys gotta
and
do these CNC.
this guy took his wife hiking, and he went up this really difficult trail and like pushed her off the edge.
Jesus Christ.
What are you gonna
Kathy,
say,
was that
Paul?
you?
I was saying, have I ever told you guys my Pocahontas story? It was
No.
so when I first got divorced and I was floundering on the dating circuit and I had no idea what I was doing. One of my first dates that I went on, it was a complete disaster, and I, like an idiot, invited this girl out hiking, and she was so annoying. And when I picked her up, I take her out to the place, and when she gets out of the car, she's wearing those like slip-on ballet slipper type shoes chicks wear.
So she can't hike at all. Yeah.
And I'm looking down. I go, "Did you bring a change of shoes? Because like it's pretty rugged where we're going." And she's like, "Oh, I'll be fine. I'll be like Pocahontas." And
What?
and when I go hiking, I mean, I'm not on Clary's level. I mean, I try to keep up with him, but I do like to go on long extended hikes. So I took her out on this like 6 mile round trip hike, and we get about halfway out there and she's fucking dying. She's dehydrated. She didn't bring any water. I brought a backpack full of stuff because I always come prepared, and she was fucking dying out there. She starts like stripping off like clothes, and she's just like, "I'm just gonna leave this here. I'm so fucking hot, you know." And I'm like, "You can't leave your shit out here in the desert. Like, pick your shit up and like, let's go." And it was just a miserable experience the whole time. And then yeah, by the time we get back to the car, she's got like blisters on her feet and stuff because she's not wearing the right shoes. And I'm just like, this is the most awful experience ever. After that, I was like, I'm never taking a chick out hiking again.
How old was she, Paul?
So let's see. I was like
57. I
I
hope.
was trying to think. I was like 35 or something. And so she was probably like, 29 or something.
Okay, so she wasn't like 19.
No.
And had
She's
okay.
a fully adult,
God Christ.
been through college,
Yeah,
probably
just-
had 2 degrees.
Yeah.
Ditzy as fuck. Yeah. And she was
Let me guess. She had big tits.
she did. Yeah.
I knew it.
But she couldn't drive because she recently got a DUI. So it was like, this chick was a fucking mess.
I
She
told
was
you
an
she got
absolute
big
mess.
tits.
But she
I told
had
you.
big tits.
But she had
She had
big
big
tits.
tits,
So,
I've
on the
been
plus
there,
side.
Paul. I have forgiven way more than I neaded to just because of the cup size.
I was hoping
I've
she
been
was
there.
either like 57 years old or like 19. Like
Yeah.
two extremes, but no, I didn't get it.
No. No, she was just an artard. That's all,
They all are, but especially pretty women when they're like 28, 29. You're like, how do you not know this? And I still don't know, but they gotten through life.
That's
on
what I
backs
was gonna
of men
say is
who found them attractive. It's just-
how, like, at some point in time, didn't she have to walk a mile?
no,
Like 3 decades on the planet. Somewhere in there, you must have been able to walk a mile. Like, oh, the car broke down or something. But
Cappy,
it got
no.
so easy. Apparently not. You can
No,
walk
Cappy,
in
you
ballet
Hey,
shoes.
don't they have to at least walk a mile in PE class?
No, you guys don't get it. When you're a beautiful woman, men do it for you. Everything.
Speaking of beautiful,
They walk for you. Yeah.
Ryan, you missed my reference to awesome violence for no other reason than it's awesome.
Ryan,
This guy was clever. I'm all for it.
I've always had success on the hike dates, though. Oh, hi, Ryan. I don't know why. I just fucking saw you.
Let's go, Ryan, for you.
Ryan, my beer club had a specific request for Wendell today. They're like, it's the holiday episode. Is Wendell coming? I'm like,
Dude, I forgot what you guys kept bringing up Wendell. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? It took me
I
like
don't
an
know.
hour
What's
till I'm
Wendell?
like, oh yeah, I had like an impromptu gimmick last year. I
Oh,
don't remember. I don't remember
Wendell.
anything. I don't remember a thing. I wouldn't even know what to do.
so you had your regular glasses on, not your smooth pimp glasses like you have now.
Oh, the
but-
reading glasses. Yeah,
Yeah. So you had your regular glasses on, and then you were basically playing this blue-pilled simp character that was defending women.
God damn it. All right, I'll have to figure something out. We'll pop it up as it becomes appropriate.
Yeah.
J Dog, did you cut your hair? Fitchy, did you cut it? Did you trim that thing?
Yeah, it's been cut for a while. Yeah, I've
He's
been
been wearing
teaching
the
more and,
beanie.
and rolling and grappling and working out more, and it just the long hair is just too much.
Yeah, fair enough. It looks
So-
good.
And I cut it myself too. Didn't I?
You did?
Did you use a
Floby.
Floby?
Floby's the answer.
No, that's funny. We my friend Adam back in the day. He came to school one day and his hair was so jacked. He's like, "Yeah, we got the Floby." Suck cut. Did not go well.
And then
Ryan.
look at that man. Yeah, what's
Favorite
up?
Christmas movie? Other than Die Hard.
Oh, that's an easy choice. I have a whole selection. Long
let's
Kiss
go.
Goodnight. Long Kiss Goodnight. Greatest Christmas movie nobody knows.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Nice.
one. Yeah.
Loaded or Lethal Weapons 1 and 2. Die Hard 2.
Wait.
And Bad Santa. And if you really want to get like wholesome, you got Christmas Carol where the kid shoots his eye out. And for some reason, Home Alone doesn't do it for me. I don't know why.
No, me neither.
It's like the Mariah Carey song. It's always there, and I know it's always there, but I never put it on.
Okay, Muppets Christmas special, yes or no?
I've got to get in on it. I have to recheck. I haven't checked it in like 15 years, so I don't know. It
I still
probably
love
is
it.
great.
I still love it. It's only an hour long. I mean, how could you not?
This show's an hour long. I refuse to watch this shit.
Hey, dude. All right, here's the big debate here. Scrooged, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Oh, the Bill Murray one.
Yeah.
He's good. I like it, but it's like Bill Murray, so it's very sarcastic, dry. It's kind of the same as that George Bruno rant about how Jack and I were giant slurs. That's basically my review of Scrooged.
Yeah. I mean, that movie wouldn't be anything.
It's the greatest movie maybe of all time.
Yeah,
well, I wouldn't put it greatest of all time.
I was surprised Cappy didn't like it, but because I was surprised.
Cappy didn't like it?
I was surprised. I was surprised that because Bill, I don't know. I feel like Bill Murray humor would be something you would be down with, but
I like Bill Murray humor. The movie was just, it was bad.
It was yuppie Christmas Carol. Yeah.
It's here's what it's like. It's like putting Mario Andrade in a race car, or not putting in a race car, putting him in a Yugo and expecting him to race. Like the guy's a brilliant race car driver, but the car sucks. So that was my opinion of Scrooge.
I'll say Gremlins did a really better job on Christmas.
Oh, Gremlins. That's another one. I gotta make the boys
Yeah, people
watch.
forget that. Gremlins.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if Gremlins 2 was Gremlins 2 Christmas? I can't remember.
Gremlins 1.
Gremlins 1, yeah.
2, I think, was kind of. I mean, isn't that where they took over the fucking office building? And
Yeah.
I think it was around
Nakatomi
Christmas
Plaza or whatever.
Yeah, it might have been ish.
No, Gremlins.
I want to share this for Christmas ideas, guys, because I want to put this on the robot dog.
Oh, that's the gun. That's the Warhammer thing.
I don't know what.
Is this real? Is this a real thing?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's like, was that like a hot laser?
Yes.
Oh, that's badass.
For the Emperor.
It's pretty interesting.
Wonder how much of a life.
Oh, I want to get one now.
What a time to be alive. We have fucking laser beam guns now.
Yes.
It's kind of neat.
Like, are you
Although that wouldn't be very
look at
lethal
range,
right
the
off. It
range.
would just make someone really hot and move.
Yeah, but the potential. The potential.
Sure.
I
See,
told my
Paul, I wouldn't like aim
Is he
for your
gonna-
I'd like aim for your belt and then your pants fall down or something like that. You know, just
That's a funny one. That's
My,
a good. That's an oldie but a goodie. The old belt the guy and let his pants fall down trick.
I'm more of a throw a banana
like a
peel at his
Looney
feet and
Tunes.
wait for it.
Yosemite Sam thing or something. I don't know.
Hey Paul, my
my
son is
that's-
toying with the idea of joining Space Force, and I said, okay, but you got to befriend a Wookiee and bring me back a fucking blaster. So,
That's
so the
wild.
fact that we
So
have
now
those
now not only do we have robot
It-
dogs to worry about,
it-
they're
my
gonna
go-
have
my life
laser
dream.
eyes.
It could put your eyes out, that thing. I mean, a BB gun can, but like with a
What if
laser.
you had
that's-
mirrored sunglasses? Mirrored sunglasses bounce off. What do you think?
Maybe, yeah. It's the defense. You gotta wear like tinfoil suits.
Alex Jones was right. All right, here's a Christmas thing for you, audience too. You guys,
Dogs are gay.
Sydney Sweeney topless or Courtney Nil.
Sydney.
Courtney Hugh?
I don't know
Who's
who's
Courtney?
Courtney.
no.
I
She's
don't
the
care.
one that
Okay,
every
good.
time Sydney Sweeney's mid comes out, she has to go, my boobs are bigger. You wouldn't understand. She always has to make it about her.
Oh,
I'm sorry, guys. My lady has the most perfect breast I've ever seen in my entire life.
Better than mine.
Does she?
Yes,
you know, I'm just a
Quadruple
fan of
double
boobs in
D,
general.
natural,
So
All
absolutely
nipples.
perfect. Hmm?
No
These
one
two
to
rocks,
come
I
for
want you to lie across them Don't worry, this will be great.
Yep. tied to a tree. It's perfect sparring partner.
It's libertarianism. I'm all about volunteerism. You as long as you go for this. it's
Some
okay.
women are into
I'm waiting
that
for some
shit.
autistic woman to take me seriously and then freak out and do a show on it or somewhere.
That
Some
would be
feminist.
hilarious. No,
These,
I mean
they
the,
beat women.
the probability of some woman in chat being like, "So he wants to punch me," is way higher than a woman taking us seriously, and we
Yeah.
know
If
that.
there's a woman in
First
chat,
of all, the
I'd request
probability
that
of
you
a
show
woman being in the
yourself
chat
because
in
I don't think you're
general.
there. The woman
Zero.
in the chat. Fuck off. Yeah, the woman in chat. It's like my girlfriend from Canada. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
right. Yeah, there's no way
girls watching this.
Bum, bum, bum.
So tits.
Well, what did I miss before we got here? I
talking
had
about
to,
anything good
run in to
today?
get a
What's
haircut.
going
And that. I saw the
movies.
Star Wars Christmas special.
Yeah, I have no idea what we're doing.
We were talked about movies. We talked about how everything on the internet is fake gay and retarded right now and terrible. We talked about how nobody cares about quality. Nobody cares about doing anything good for the sake of doing anything good. It's all about views and money. How many views? How much money?
Yeah, the MP3 effect, dude. There's actually like a real thing. It was a Stanford professor. He was doing this, and it was about like live music versus records versus CDs. And he noticed that the MP3s, they always have lesser quality because it's called lossy sound. So there's like a hiss that's in MP3s now.
Yeah, you
And
don't.
what he noticed
the
is
highs
over
and the
the
lows
years,
aren't as good.
yeah. And what he noticed over the years was as he would always like request a survey from his class, that people started to actually prefer the MP3s and their specific type of loss in quality. And it's the same thing that happened with like Coca-Cola, where like all of a sudden everybody starts to like it. And it turns out we just have like an intrinsic instinct for accessibility over quality, but which is like whatever. But the part that gets the weirdest part about it, we start to prefer it. So it's like that whole learn to like what you get, not get what you like.
Low vibration normies prefer it. The masses. I don't think everybody prefers it.
Well, I mean, you can't say everybody for anything for sure, but that's the thing. So 80% of people love this shit.
You love her.
Oh, what is that?
You wear a ring and a purse and a car and a house and a second bedroom because she sleeps in the second bed because she needs to get her sleep and I keep her up with my snoring.
Brian, you have to defend her children from other men. Wendell has to like, they're my kids too. And
I stepped up.
yes.
That's actually kind of funny. I wish I was that guy.
That was
Fucking Wendell.
Oh, Wendell.
I've never heard of the word Wendell used ever. Why the hell did I even think?
I think Clary was like, "Hey, this guy needs a name. This character needs a name," and we came up with Wendell.
I think Wendell may be Jewish. Let me look up the word Wendell.
Or why did you do that? Do you know how much crap I'm gonna get on the internet now for being? See how much
Jewish?
crap Solo gets for being
Being
Jewish?
Wendell?
Everybody's Jewish when they don't like you. You don't know that?
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Like they brought anti-Semitism back. I find that strange.
Hey.
I don't fucking get it.
As always, Canada's leading the charge on that one. Well, I guess
We beat you
Germany's
to
having
it
its
with the
moment, too.
Moroccans. We beat you
what
to
is
it.
that about?
Damn it!
I don't. I
Yep.
just don't know. Isn't that weird though? Like I don't know. Someone red pill me on this. All of a sudden, Jew hate is like popular for 2020.
It's
Do
the
you
new
really
thing.
wanna
Nick
go there?
Fuentes.
It's the
Yeah, who are you gonna blame this on?
yeah, we're gonna get banned. No, it's the anti-Israel type stuff.
Yeah, I get
It's
it.
cool.
We're
We
giving
have
all
to
this
do
money.
in
We're giving all this
college.
money
That's
to
what it is.
them. Why are we giving money to them? They're doing these things. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
It's contrived.
Hey guys, if you
it is in
use credit cards, you use debt, you like American dollars, guess what? You support Israel.
I
Here, I
guess.
found the name Wendell. The name Wendell is Germanic in origin and is derived from the German words wenden, which means to wander or to turn, and hild, which means to battle. It could be translated to mean wanderer or seeker. So Wendell he's a seeker, kind of a vagabond type.
Seeker of knowledge and that woman who finally loves him like mom. Aw.
He's just
That
the
bit
annoying. He's
finally
just the annoying
understands that she
special
should love
boy.
me. Damn it!
He's just the annoying special boy in class who rats on everybody.
Son of a bitch. Oh, by the way, Canada, we have us to blame for a lot of the anti-Semitism because we let in a bunch of Iranian and Khalistani terrorists, like literally let them in and like subsidize them.
Right.
And
That
so we're
happened
kind
in
of like
Europe, too.
ground zero now for everybody who wants to fuck with America.
Right. Well, it's just
There's,
like
like,
I don't
videos, man.
understand how it's just this crazy. I don't know. I don't want to like. There's a
You
lot
gotta hate
of
somebody, right?
I guess. Well, there's a lot of like. I mean, in Islamic culture, a lot of parts in the Middle East, I want to eradicate all Jewish people. Like that's their thing.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand how normal Western thinkers could be like, yeah, you know what, Jews like just jump all over that. I don't really.
I think it's third
know.
worlders
Are they
pretending to
feeling-
be Westerners. Really, I really
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, you might be
Yes
right on
and
that.
How
no.
many? You guys have been in the sphere. How many of these seduce your woman accounts you can just tell are from Southeast Asia? Like you can just tell. You can feel it.
A
Yeah.
lot.
I don't think any of us are any of
I
this.
think
shit.
most things
none of
on
us
the
care.
internet are bots or Southeast Asian, whatever people provide.
Pakistanis,
So
yeah.
it's a psyop that
It's all fake, gay, and
Bunch-
retarded. All of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
bunch of
You guys-
ideologists really just with a bunch of different accounts.
And then the freaking hogs in the goat pen, like they eat it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
They're
ever see
low
that picture?
vibration.
You guys see that picture where it's a computer and there's a bunch of Asian dudes, and up on the screen, all
of
these
phones.
computers are attached to literally hundreds of cell phones.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
click
When I
farms?
saw that, I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't care about Twitter mobs anymore because it's like 5 people,
Yeah.
and it actually is a thing. I'm like, yeah, you
Yeah,
can pay
well,
some farm in Pakistan to.
Ryan pointed out a long time ago. It's like random name, a bunch of numbers.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I
Random
just
name, bunch of numbers
Yeah.
has this to say about what you thought.
I wonder if
And,
like I
and
ever
it's so
get
saturated
deployed-
now. Some of them don't even make sense. That's the one I love when they're like, you're being mobbed, but like all of the statements have nothing to do with what you said. But because we're in the sphere, right? They know, oh, what points to hit. Oh, you just hate women. And I was like, dude, let's talk about Star Wars. What the fuck?
It's just
Your
weird.
thoughts-
That's one of
firing.
my new things I like watching is the guys who take a lot of time and effort to scam the scammers.
Oh, I've seen those
There-
videos.
and
That's
there's this one
amazing.
guy who faked sending like $400,000 worth of Bitcoin to some Indian guy, but he put a B instead of a 3. He's like, no, you are the most dumb asshole. You put the wrong. Why didn't you check? You need to call them now. He's like, why would you put a B and it looks so much like a 3? And he's just wasting this guy's time, and the guy's freaking out on the other phone. It's heartwarming.
Yeah.
I love that.
It was the
Did you
best Christmas
see-
present.
Fitch, did you see the AI they made of that old lady to bait scammers?
Hmm.
They built an AI for yeah, I don't know exactly how it works, but when scammers call, you can reconnect to that AI, and it's just some old lady like, "Oh, hello, dear. Nice that you're calling. My credit card. I don't know where it is. Can you hold on?" And it just takes her like an hour to find that credit card. And I found it, but I can't read it properly. Can you hold on for a moment? And it just takes them forever and ever and ever. By the way, how was your day, dear? I'm nice to talk to you. It's just goes going. And you hear the Indians like, "Ma'am, could you please get the credit card? Ma'am."
My dad does that shit because he's retired and he has nothing better to do.
Nice.
So he's like, oh yeah, so tell me more about this. And he just gets all
got
into it. He
one.
knows it's all bullshit, but he's like, yeah, it's just good to talk to somebody.
Are you gonna visit your dad with Christmas, Paul? Are you at least gonna visit him during Christmas?
Oh yeah. Of
He
course.
says
I
now.
got one.
He's making prime rib this year, so fuck yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
that's good.
Your
What is he-
family
you
lives
guys
in the
drive
same
far to
state.
visit
did
him?
you?
What's that, Paul?
Do you have family in the same state still?
Oh, they're
Yeah.
up the street. They're like 15
nice.
minutes up the road.
Oh,
yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, I got stuck here. I'm stuck in cow pasture. There's a
Yeah.
reason why my parents live like up the road, because the whole exodus, or my wife's exit strategy was getting us out here to Colorado. And so we were staying with my parents. And my idea was, hey, we're going to stay with them temporarily, look for houses over in Denver.
Yeah.
And she was planning her divorce. And so she filed for divorce, and now, here in the county. And so we're both stuck here now until the kids leave. So we're
I'm
in
in the
purgatory.
same- Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good
although I
leave.
like
She had to
Michigan,
stick it to you
though, be
first.
honest, but
Wait,
Yeah, I like-
Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Paul.
no, it's not important. I'm not talking about anything important here. Go
Oh,
ahead.
no, that-
Well, we're not
like,
talking
what
about
the
anything
hell?
important today anyway.
Why do you think we're here?
No, I'm not. I'm not
What the hell?
This isn't
Dude,
the
I'm just
important
bullshitting. I'm not
show.
talking-
This is the
it
fuck
doesn't
around and
matter.
fart show. Where have you been,
That's
Paul?
but like Ryan, 24,000 views on "I Come in Peace." Holy
God
shit!
damn right. I didn't know there was a cult following to that. Matthias Hughes is actually trying to make a sequel to it right now.
Oh
No
wow,
way.
Yeah,
that's
so
a
I'm all psyched
classic.
for it.
Look,
It
at
is,
that.
but
That's awesome.
My whole theme for all those ones, it's classics that aren't like the hipsters don't like now. Like, everybody talks about Die Hard now, so it kind of kills some of the magic.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about I Come in Peace, but it's a cult favorite.
That's a
Rambo
good
3,
one.
same thing. Nobody talks about it. It's fucking awesome.
Look
It
at
is a
the
good one.
comments on this one. You really are
Dude, your
leaving a
Rambo,
man.
your Rambo video, the first one I saw was
Oh.
fucking sweet. dude.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that was the first. I used to be mad because I was like, I always rant on commies for a bit here, and I was like, maybe it's not the best because it's like doing a critical drinker thing. But then every video, some asshole with like 10,000 word essay comes in talking about how this is inappropriate for commie, and I'm like,
Are you
yeah,
serious?
Oh yeah, you comment back. That sounds like communist gobbity gooble.
yeah. And then I just kept posting in the thing, so now everybody's like, hey, look, the commies are mad.
Hey.
That's
I was
so
trained
funny,
to sink you bastards. I like the idea of being like a 1950s Cold War era, like fuck you, Pinko.
That's right. We gotta do Rocky Rocky 4.
Rocky
Ivan
4,
Drago.
Rambo 4.
Gotta do
Well,
Rocky
and to be
4.
fair with you guys, it's like when I'm watching John's
Three.
fight stuff or Clary's ranting about the Democrats or Jack's workout stuff or all your guys' different things. I love us when we aren't doing Manosphere stuff. Like our Manosphere stuff is good, does a lot of good work and all that. But when you're talking about something else, I don't know, you guys just have a glint in your eye, like a passion. It's like, I want to
Yeah.
give more of a fuck about things I didn't even think I wanted to give a fuck about until you
Yeah.
start talking about them.
Right.
That's what
Yeah,
I
but
was,
we're
I
not
was
Sorry,
talking
I
about.
hate the
one-act
Democrats more
monkeys
now.
over
Now
No,
you
here.
can
it's,
get off that other stuff though.
So yeah, so we all have our own like things. We talk about Red Pill stuff here together, but we have our own things that we're passionate about. We talk about, we're experts at.
Yeah.
Here's a question.
Have you noticed how fake, gay, and retarded your subjects have gotten? Have they? Because MMA is just awful.
Oh,
It's
look,
Oh, you
awful.
poor thing, man.
I am
It's super
not
fake,
one for
gay, and
kissing
retarded right
ass.
now.
I'm
And
not
you
one
have
for
to be
kissing
like the
anything.
dumbest, low vibration normie to enjoy it. And
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if it's the same thing for whatever you guys are experts in.
No,
Well,
Has economics gotten really fake, gay, and retarded?
The field of economics has pretty much been pretty irrelevant because there's not much to study. So now all the new theses and doctoral stuff being put together is just the most obscure shit. But you could say that of all the social sciences. But in my field, what's amazing to me, there's been a resurgence with the election of Trump, but more so the collapse of mainstream media, where I'm like, oh my God, are people waking the fuck up? And so that's breathed new air in. Beforehand, it was classic Democrats offer free shit. People easily hoodwinked by free shit, continue to suffer, hate white men, Republicans, rich people, corporations. And now, past couple of years, has been much more interesting. But no, for a while, I left banking. I got sick and tired of trying to say you have to pay for your own shit. So it wasn't anything new. Now it's a little bit different. But I did kind of abandon watching politics, and I don't cover economics unless I'm paid.
Yeah.
Paul, is
Well,
the military
psychology's
gotten
always
fake,
been-
gay, and retarded?
Psychology's always been fake, gay, and retarded, and my job is to find the parts that aren't fake, gay, and retarded. What's been helpful there, though, has been the combination of neuroscience into the psychology world. And a lot of times, mainstream popular stuff will drive trends even in academia. So guys like Andrew Huberman and stuff like that talking about neuroscience, and mainstreaming that makes a lot of psychology people on the psychology side look at more of a hard science, to kind of direct their stuff. And that's been pretty good. But there's so much fake, gay, retarded stuff in there because people like to have the soft science to kind of bend reality to their worldview. And so, that'll always be done. That'll always be a factor. You'll be people who, in that discipline, you'll have people who steer away from objectivity to try to, support their beliefs or whatever.
It feels a lot like astrology sometimes when I hear people, normies, talking about psychology. It sounds a lot like astrology.
worse. At least astrology's catchy. I like Saturn. I don't like fucking whatever the hell they're blabbing about. The movies one, books one, actually. I was just talking about this just for books. Like I did my first fiction book. It's just about finished right now. I have to wait until the other books are out to get this one out. But I realized this. I got everybody to recommend me what's good to read right now. And everything sucks. Every Substack writer that I read, they spend the first half of their essay apologizing for not writing, explaining how they felt and what they had for breakfast. And then I'm like 10 minutes in before I actually find what the hell they were trying to write about. And it's bad. And in books, same thing. They spend 50 pages talking about how the sunset looks. And like, I know nothing about the characters. I can skim pages and I'm like, they're just wasting your fucking time. RPG lit. It's this new trend of people playing D&D campaigns and then telling AI, make that into a book. So you're just reading somebody else's D&D tabletop adventure. And it's fucking ridiculous. So like literally fake and gay and retarded. And so I was like, you know what? I had to write a book so I had something to read at night if I couldn't sleep.
Imagine how bad books have to be where you have to write your own book just so you have something to read.
Yeah, and I get it. Like I'm trying to sell. So obviously I'm going to say this, but I'm not wrong. I'm not fucking wrong. Just reading a book. The last book that I read that didn't feel like it was wasting my time is this one called Defiance. Nick August put me on it. Came out in like 82. That's how far back I have to go to find something worth a damn.
Yeah.
And the movies, dude, Critical Drinker, all he does is like, I swear to God, if feminism disappeared tomorrow, he wouldn't know what the fuck to talk about. He's got the same 5 poop jokes. He shows the trailer for the same thing. By the way, Kathleen Kennedy's an idiot and I'm drunk. Get out of here. And I'm just like, I'm tired of this shit.
Who's sawing metal?
Yeah.
And everyone just stops and no one says anything. You guys are fucked.
Like seriously, who farts in church? Stop farting in church. How hard is this?
Yeah, I did construction work.
We're supposed to be professional podcasters here, damn it.
I know. I got some standards, you know, like not fucking chicks with dicks, but you know, you guys do you.
No, that's
I don't really watch the content anymore. I mean, the politics always follows the same flow, all that sort of stuff. But
yeah, it's all bullshit.
For me, I mean, you guys are all part of that Dragons that I do, and that's really trying to keep my social life outside of this. You know, I knew most of you before we're even the damn red pill. You know, it's the social aspect to me is super valuable, even outside of this space and trying to be an influencer. That being said, having a published book that is drawing attention and then working on the encyclopedia series has been a huge bane, or not a bane, a benefit to my purpose, and it's taken a lot of focus, and I hope to push further for that. We have 4 books out now. Paul's book is a real sleeper if you need it, Ryan.
Dude, if you have trouble sleeping, this will knock you right out.
I'm just kidding. He actually has a fantastic book.
It's gotten a lot of really good reviews, actually.
It actually has, you know, and based on those skill sets, you know, of course, all you guys are invited to write it's all yours, you know, write your own if you want and put it out there. So, you know, we'll get.
Well, I remember, Paul's, when it first came out, I read it. It was nice. And I don't, this is a compliment. It's an easy read. Like it's not too strong. It's not too, I don't want to, difficult's not the right word, but it's smooth. Yep. You know, like smooth whiskey.
You read the latest one?
No. I'm talking about your first book.
Oh,
The
yeah.
first one I read too. I haven't read your latest one.
First one's great. Second one's good
Wow,
too,
I
man.
finished my latest one still. I don't know.
Paul, I'd actually like your opinion on the latest one. It's called Psychology Paradigm. It's like right up your alley.
It's
and it's on Audible too, if you want to, you know.
Yeah, dude.
Lazy.
Well, if it's on Audible, I'll definitely get to it faster for sure.
all of them are, and yeah, I think that Paul did a really good job, man, staying within the theme of the skills that were outlined, which is a different take on everything. So I think he did a great job.
Cool, man. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna get caught up. I still haven't finished Clary's fucking catalog either.
Here's a question.
We'll never catch up.
We'll
never catch up to
for a while.
We'll never catch up to Aaron.
I did the World Without Men. I haven't done Book of Numbers. Bachelor Pad Economics was my favorite one of yours. I didn't read the Custard, the Friendly Ghost, or what's your first one again?
Boris the Shitting Buffalo.
I haven't read that one yet either.
I'd say, I don't think you have to. I think that
Curse the High IQ I have read. And I'm pretty sure you got like 3 books I just didn't even remember now that are in there too.
The Menu.
I don't know.
Did you read the Menu? The Menu was pretty good.
Oh, the Menu I have not read.
That's the one I narrated.
Yeah. Jack did a good job with that one. I liked it.
Very
Yeah,
good.
you
You
hear
should
that?
just take
Cappy?
3 months off of the internet and read all your John Fitch's 2 books. I have those on my to-do list too. My to-do list is huge,
Yeah.
which is still funny too. We're like, John, you should write a book, and you're like, I have 2, you idiot.
Yeah.
Favorite
Ryan.
YouTube comment ever.
Ryan, my final book is different than that draft I sent you. It's
Oh,
better.
is it really?
Much better? Yeah, and it's
Oh,
available in
sorry.
audio too. Much better.
Grabbing another read on that one too. It'll be good.
So here's my question for you.
Hmm.
What would you like for Christmas this year?
I don't want anything. I want to be left alone.
Oh, well, sorry.
I want the fiction book
robot
to do
dog
well
with
enough
the
that you guys
pretty
never
cow.
see me talking about red pill shit again. Bye, Sydney Sweeney.
Dude, Orion's
Live
doing well.
vasectomies.
I mean,
Yeah, that one's
Orion,
doing
if
well,
you keep
too.
That up, if you keep that up, yeah.
Actually, do you know what you can get me for Christmas? Fucking American citizenship. I am making the push.
I
to
know
get
a
down to
girl.
the States and be an American. Yeah, I'm.
Ryan,
Okay.
bad news. We're full.
Yeah, you kind of are. I'm looking through it. Like,
Just say you're a
Every
refugee.
program you guys
and that
have?
you
Yeah,
hate
just sneak across the border,
not
and they'll give you money in a hotel room.
Yeah, you'll
every
be fine.
program you guys have, it says excluded is fucking Mexico and Canada.
He's
And I'm
tired
just
of
like,
Spertardia.
It would be better off if I was in
Why do we
Zambia right
exclude
now.
Canada, dude?
Just
I don't
lie.
know what it is.
Just tell
Well-
them. Just tell them that you're Middle Eastern or something.
That's because
Well,
the
the big one I
Canadians come down
found-
here and take all of our acting jobs.
There's like there's like an E3 or O3. I can't remember which one it is. It's an E3 visa, and that one is for if you want to get citizenship, but you have to show that you're internet. It's a very vague term, internationally recognized. So like lots of views on YouTube, best-selling books, Nobel prizes, stuff like that. That's what Jordan Peterson is doing
You're
right now.
almost
with his
there, right?
Ah.
Well, it's more so about the critical acclaim. So, like, technically, that Matt Walsh taking a shit on me in that one segment of his might actually work and help me out. I might owe
Nice.
Matt an apology and a thank you at the end of it,
Yeah.
because he's got that shows Daily Wire is a big thing, and getting recognized on there is probably a big deal.
All right.
That's-
Just marry,
that's
gonna
you
be
could
great.
gay marry Cappy. He ain't doing nothing.
And then, what state's the best? Who
you
knows?
guys can get
First state.
insurance and stuff together.
Obviously,
Yeah.
South Dakota is the best, Ryan. I keep telling you guys this. Be all, and only
I've
Paul
been there,
has
and it
visited
was
I'm
me.
actively
Only
looking for
Paul.
homes in Indiana.
I
I'm
gotta
trying to
visit South Dakota
escape
though, because South Dakota
California.
is pretty badass.
If you want to feel like you're home, to come to Chinafornia.
what do you yeah, well, so what do you want? What is it you're looking to, like, what things you are looking for?
I
when you
like
move?
having
Like, what do you want?
seasons. I actually
Okay.
do like that. I hate when every day is the same. The Great Lake region, I'm used to it. So, like, up there by Illinois would probably be nice. But then again,
Don't do
Chicago.
Illinois though. Do if you're gonna do Great Lakes, do Michigan. And I know I'm biased because I'm here, but if you want
Yeah,
laws that are a
not
lot more
wrong.
relaxed,
but I guess
Ohio's
yeah, like
kind
the
of a-
Midwest is
So Ohio's
There's
kind of
that
an
as well.
armpit. Yeah,
And
so
then
Ohio's
what's the other one? Raleigh, Tennessee, and Tennessee would look good. Raleigh's which one? South.
Tennessee's turning really leftist though.
Yeah, but I'm
North
Canadian.
Carolina,
so I'll walk there, I'll be like, you guys are Nazis. Canadian
Yeah,
leftists.
so
will be
Ryan,
like,
have you
Raleigh
ever
is
read the-
North Carolina, which is North
Ryan,
Carolina is awesome.
North
I
South
live there.
Carolina, I think, are pretty.
South
money
Carolina,
good.
that was the one.
Ryan,
North-
have you
North-
read Reconnaissance, man?
Caroline.
I have not.
There, read the, if you're serious about coming to the United States, save some money and time. Just read that book, and it narrows it down for you.
Which
There
what
you
book
go.
is that, Cappy?
Called
Recon-
Yeah, 'cause
Reconnaissance,
you
man.
guys, I get why you guys never leave the states because there is a lot in the
Yeah.
states.
Yeah.
Like it's a whole. It's like
We have a
Europe.
lot of options here.
But-
That's
Not
why
options, but completely different cultures. Like a guy from
Yes.
Michigan and a guy from California. They're like different
Mhm.
fucking countries.
that's why
Oh,
that's why these
yeah.
guys that are so
Ohio
on
and
the,
Indiana are next to each other, but like they're completely
Haven't you
different
guys
people.
had wars against each other? Like multiple ones?
They're like Europe, but teenagers. You know, it's like
Yeah.
that's why these guys that are like they're really on the passport bro train and they're like, oh yeah, like the women in the West are terrible. It's like the United States is pretty fucking big, you know. Like if you don't
Yeah.
like all the whores in Florida, you know, there's other places to go.
Yep.
Yep. There's a bunch of fat single moms in rural Texas, if you like.
Yeah, Western Colorado too.
Girthy
Texas-
women up in
Texas
South
itself is
Dakota.
so huge, like from different areas of Texas, West Texas versus a lot of the rest of it, you're gonna get a lot of different people there too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ryan,
So, yeah,
if you
let's see. I'll keep you guys in the loop on this one.
I think Ryan should come down, go to far, like if you're going to come here, go all the way, go to Southern Creole, Louisiana, get that Southern Creole French culture, get yourself a large, fat black woman with a bunch of kids in a trailer. I think that's the new life for you,
trailer
Ryan.
that floods over.
Really?
Yeah,
Sure,
French
yeah,
and
yeah.
obese. What my
Gumbo,
two
some
favorite things?
jambalaya.
Hunt some gators.
You know what, Clary? Just because it's you, I'm gonna get the paperback and I'm gonna have it sent here.
dude,
You deserve paperback treatment.
Why
nice.
paperback? What's the big deal about paperback?
It's in your hand. You can pick it up and read it.
Oh, okay.
I really.
Oh no,
I really
wait! You
like-
don't do it desktop publishing. Your shit's always horribly formatted. No, Kindle. Sorry, man. I tried.
What, my paperback is bad?
It's just your. Don't take this bad, but
No,
like
but-
I know you're not a graphic designer. You don't do desktop publishing, so you're just kind of like get the information out. You don't really care. There's like a craftsmanship. It's like your microphone. Like you didn't buy that because you wanted the perfect mic and the greatest audio. You bought it because your last one broke, and that's
Yeah. Wow.
that's on me though. I'm like one of
Pragmatic.
those like text aficionados. Like
Like,
Rolo
you-
and
like
I,
my
every year have a
charts are not on the
typography
right
conversation.
place, or there's some visual problems. It's not aesthetic.
I will kill the flow on this thing if we go into details. But yeah, it's like 50 little decisions. It's hard to explain, but it's an artistic thing. So it's like not
Okay.
wrong. It's not bad. It's a preference
So-
thing.
Well, as
An
long as you get a visual,
autistic-
because there
an
are maps
autistic thing?
involved. You need to look at the maps.
Well, you have the images in your thing, don't you?
Yeah, they're in the books. They're in the Kindle as well. Yes.
Okay, fine. That's fine. I got a
Okay.
nice Kindle too, so that's good. I
All
got
right.
the waterproof one. I got like a leather bound cover for it. It's almost like having a book.
Okay.
Good.
I'll work on my special needs formatting.
A noble
Autism
profession,
friendly
sir.
books. All right, guys, let's wrap it up. We got Christmas things to do. Let's go around the horn, tell everybody what you're up to. Jack.
Okay, new Substack was posted this morning. It is about what if you had a magic wand. I got the concept from Ryan, and last week I was in a Twitter space with a guy who had no idea what he wanted to do. So I asked him, okay, what if you had a magic wand and you could get anything you want except change the behaviors of others? And that got him thinking. And I was like, wait a minute, I can expand on this concept. So I did my best to expand on it. I still have to wait for what Ryan thinks about it. But that is what the essay this week is about, a step-by-step plan, how you can actually figure out what you want and also especially what you don't want. So please, the link to my Substack is in the chat. We just hit 927 subs. I'd like to get past 1,000 before January 1st, but we'll see. I don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, that's it for me.
And we all have a magic wand.
Hey.
Hey.
Cappy.
Nothing really exciting. I mean, if you need finance, economics books, I have those available on Amazon, some of which Ryan mentioned. I also have courses through Teachable in the Clary School of Economic Philosophy, if you don't like reading books. About the only new thing is I started writing the new book called Zero World Problems, which is the sequence to First World Problems. And it's talking about standards of living in a post-materialism world where we have reached our capacity for consumption. And if you want to have a much more enjoyable life through standards of living, to think differently about standards of living. But that will be at least 2 to 3 months out. Oh, and I've already started on my taxes for Ryan Stone. I have already, I
Good
got
deal.
like 11 months entered. I am so ready to go this year. I mean, I'm going to go to bed at 7 p.m. on New Year's Eve. I'll be so done with my taxes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Thor.
Yeah, that New Year's Eve is going to be a good day for me and Cappy. That'll be the day I go in and get my brain tumor removed again. It grew back, if any of you do, in 2 months. So we're going to go get that taken care of on the 1st. 31st, they're bringing in a whole surgical team at Cedars-Sinai just for me. So that'll be good. And I'm working on my new book and, of course, the book series. The new book I'm hoping to have out sometime next year. Thank you, Paul Bauer, for helping me with that due to the dyslexia. And I think it's going to be my best work yet. It's called The Superhero Inside. So look forward to that.
All right.
Find me on becomedurable.com.
Nice.
Paul.
Yo. Well, got a lot of different things cooking up for the new year, but you will sum it up by just the link I posted in the chat. You guys can join my community for free. I have sections for my paid coaching clients, but I have the other rest of it for you guys for free. We're having good discussions over there about different things. It's kind of like a Substack, but more conversational. And you guys can get some questions answered, to problems you're having either in the dating market or in goal setting mindset, trauma removal, stuff like that. And so just and it's free. So just hop on and join the party. That's it.
All righty. Elder Paul.
Yeah. So we talked about it a little bit. I do have a book out. It came out in September. It's a part of Thor's series, The Essential Skills of a Masculine Presence Psychology Paradigm. It's all about reprogramming your subconscious mind to have more of that dominant masculine presence that Thor talks about in his first book. I have another book coming out here in January. It's done already. I'm just working on the audiobook. And it's called Get Her to Fuck You Again, a Red Pill Guide to Fix a Dead Bedroom. So that one should be a fun one for you guys out there that aren't getting laid and you guys are in the friend zone in your own fucking marriage. You're going to want that book. And then let's see what else is going on. Oh, I've been doing a lot of working with guys in dead bedrooms lately. I've got I have 4 new clients that I've been working with since October. And man, it's just really rewarding seeing these guys make progress, and we're only a couple weeks in to what we're doing with them. And just seeing these guys have like a glimmer of hope in their eyes again, that their relationship could be turned around. It's phenomenal to watch. I love this. So if that's you, you could book a call with me by going to call.fixdeadbedrooms.com. And then on Monday, I'm going to talk about why maintenance sex, this concept of maintenance sex that I see these female marriage therapists put out, how it's a fucking terrible idea. It's basically grape. And I'm going to reference a article that Archwinger put out in 2013 that talks about how every unsatisfied wife is a grape victim. We're going to talk about that on Monday. So tune into the podcast for that one.
And then Ryan, what's up?
Boys. All right. First off, Praxval. I have so many fucking books out right now. It's insane. And they're all good. And I'm not even just saying that because they're mine and I want you to buy them. I'm saying that because it's true.
It is true.
Believe me or not.
Yep.
Believe me or
Agree.
you lying eyes. Prax Volume 3. It's like toilet reading, which it sounds like a bad thing, but little lesson for all you kids who were born after 1997 and the cell phone came out. People used to go into the bathroom and they got to be really bored. So everybody used to put a basket of a bunch of very easy reading books there.
Yeah,
So when you were sitting on the John wasting time, you had something to do. Or you could read the
Bathroom
shampoo bottle
reader.
ingredients. It's up to you. That's what this is. It's like a collection because for Frame, for Dread, for Fuck Files, there was like a lot of research, tons of examples in there, and a lot of stuff didn't make the cut. It wasn't a good example for a certain concept in Frame or Dread, or it wasn't a great example there. It was just kind of like the leftovers. They were still good. And that's what this is. It's those collections of those stories, case studies, which are, it's not just a single field report, it's a collection of a guy's field reports over time. So you can see how the process works for, Dread and Frame, the basic red pilling stuff, the occasional theory wrapped around it. And it's not meant to be like, pick it up or read it all the way through. You're meant to read a chapter, go about your day, read another chapter when you can't sleep, stuff like that is great. Now, the passion project. So Fuck Files, I've added like 20-30% of stuff. I'm selling the last of the second edition. It's going to be done. It's going on to a new article, new one, which is, I'm calling it RA Stone. I have to work on the author title, but anyways, it's coming out in January. A complete redo of Fuck Files, including a hardcover, which is just fucking awesome. That's going to be the prelude to Valentine's Day when the Dog Walker finally gets released.
Yeah.
What do you do after you've red pilled and you got all the stuff? It's like, how about entertainment that's meant for you? Like everybody's bitching. Oh, they don't make books for men anymore. They don't make movies for men anymore. And I'm like, all right, fine, fair enough. I'll make one. And bam. And it's fucking good. Nick calls it Jane Austen for men. And he means that as a compliment. And it is a compliment. It's good. It's one of the few books, like all the stuff that I was bitching about here that's fake gay and retarded. I'm like, why don't I just do one where I don't do that? I don't add flowery descriptions that take 50 pages or not. I don't tell you what everybody's thinking. I let you use your brain when you're reading it. And I don't just describe a movie.
The
and
tree
it's
was
enjoyable.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's enjoyable. It's fun. And if you understand red pill concepts, you'll probably see them. But they don't, but it's not like a feminist screed where it's like we're beaten over the head with this shit, like some kind of propaganda. It's simple, effective storytelling. It's an enjoyable experience and you will like it. It's going to be fucking great. Join me on the Substack. You can don't even take my word for it. The Substack has excerpts. You can read for yourself. If you're into it, you'll see you're into it, and you will buy it and you will enjoy it. So yeah, stay tuned on that one. That's it from me. Oh, well, Ryan, the movie stuff. Gattaca just came out.
Oh, good.
The greatest. You guys, so many people were like, this is the greatest movie of all time. And nobody knows that until they see it. It's that fucking good. Way of the Gun is coming up next. It's going to be, again, the same thing. No critical drinker yelling at feminists and whatever from Star Wars. No people bitching about communist gobbledygook. It's just, this is a movie. This is why the movie is good. This is why the storytelling is good. This is why you enjoyed it more than you can know. And it's made for guys to like finally have something other than seeing Democrats yelling at Republicans and vice versa. Sorry, Clary, but yeah, it's like
That's
I'm tired
alright.
of hearing how bad the Democrats are, or the
No,
liberals in
it'll be
Canada.
fine.
It'll be fine, bud.
It'll be fine. I like Critical Drinker. He's good.
He's good, but it's like I'm kind of over it. I really don't care about Kathleen Kennedy.
I know.
fucking up
You're
anymore.
contrarian. I know.
You son of a bitch.
bitch.
What are your
All right,
taxes,
guys.
you fucker?
I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Merry Christmas to all, and God bless everyone.
God bless you.
Merry Christmas, you homo.
Merry Christmas to you too, sir.